Bet one, bet 'em all. This is Sprawl and Call, I'm your host, C. Rich. We are gonna do UFC Fight Night 94, Johnson versus Poirier. And this is the betting advice and predictions that I got for you this weekend. Sorry, betting sharks. I have not made any videos recently, and technically I should have because I've been whooping ass. But we're gonna kick things off with the main event with Dustin Poirier and Michael Johnson. Poirier's sitting around a minus 165 with Johnson at a plus 145. The thing we all know already is Poirier, we really do think he should win. And I totally understand it. He's came up from 145 where he was kind of mediocre. And ever since he's been at 155, he has been dominating. I understand. But, then we got to put Michael Johnson into perspective. He's kind of on the back burner on a lot of people's thoughts. Yes, he did lose to Nate Diaz last time, which was a year ago. So we got quite a bit of time in between these fights, for him. But we do have to remember, he is, very decent at striking. And he does have power. The thing that we're all wondering, and we're kind of jumping back and forth on thoughts, is we know Poirier likes getting into a firefight. He gets emotional. I love watching the weigh-ins because Poirier is always going to go in your face, and he always points his fingers at your face, and he tells you how he's going to fuck you up, and we love it. I mean, not going to lie, I do think Poirier is going to win. But this damn near spells disaster. And I'm not betting this fight, but one of the props that I think I might be considering, depending how I do throw my bets throughout the night, Johnson in the distance is plus 316. Honestly, Johnson's not going to end up winning a decision, so there's no point in picking him on the main line at a plus 145. It just really doesn't make sense. It's not gonna go to decision. So if he is gonna finish, or if he is gonna win, you might as well take the into distance at plus 316, or the by TKO/KO prop at plus 360. I didn't look at Poirier's, but if Johnson's gonna win, it's gonna be a knockout. And it's going to be within the first 3 rounds. Anything past 3, I don't even think this thing. I mean, if we had a under 4.5 prop that was at a decent price of minus 150 or so, definitely we'd take that, but we're not going to get it. So moving on, we have Derek Brunson, Uriah Hall. Well, if you're watching my shit, then you already know about Derek Brunson and Uriah Hall. We don't know what Hall is going to show up. We more than likely know what Brunson is going to show up, but we don't know if he's going to try to sit there and strike with Uriah. And these guys do actually have a beef. I can't really agree with the minus 200 currently now on Brunson. The plus 170 on Uriah Hall, I might take a little bit of a stab on a couple $1 parlays. Derek Brunson, I'm calling for the win, but not at these odds. It's way too risky. But the return on Uriah Hall is getting crazy. So, something to watch out for. Evan Dunham, Rick Glenn. Well, most of the guys on on a lot of my forums and stuff, they are taking Dunham very strong. I kind of wonder, maybe they don't know about Rick Glenn. Maybe they had to watch some fight footage. Me, personally, I've watched a lot of his footage live. I was very butthurt about the Georgie Kanaharian win that Rick Glenn had. But Kanaharian is part of my top 5 favorite people. Even afterwards, Rick Glenn has always been a game player. Like he says, he's a gladiator. And this fight could damn near well be fight of the night, gentlemen. And it's only going to be like the second or third fight that's on the whole card for the night. It is definitely a contender I could see because both these guys are really dirty and grittable. I'm really thinking that Rick Glenn, has a little bit more. He's not going to get the UFC jitters. I think he is going to shoot out the gun, and this guy is putting it all on the line because he has been waiting for this opportunity. And at a plus 290 on 5 dimes right now, I bet him at a plus 245 a couple days ago when the line came out. But goddamn, I think this guy's getting overlooked. And he has a good striking game. And yes, Dunham is a grinder and everything, but Glenn throws punches and his kick combinations fairly good. I would not be surprised if we caught a head kick to the face TKO from Rick Glenn, and at a plus 735 Rick Glenn by KO TKO, you gotta throw at least $3 on that. Fuck. That line is, man. Tell you the truth, I'm probably gonna take a stab and throw 7 on it. I truly do believe Rick Glenn is gonna win this fight, and that is my pick. Kenny Robinson, Ron Canero. I don't really care, nor know much to really get into anything. More interested in Chaz Skelly and Maximo Blanco. Chaz Skelly at a minus 190 with Blanco at a plus 165. Blanco tends to, this guy's good. I've bet on him actually quite a few of his fights because he has everything that you would think. He just has horrible fight IQ. Chaz Skelly. I know this automatically from his last fight against the Brazilian Kevin Souza. I love Souza too. I hated picking against him that one. But I actually grabbed Skelly at a plus like 275 in the distance on that one against Souza. But that showed Skelly's chin. And that was a hell of a mark right there. Even though he got dropped, he still went for the leg, for the single leg, or any takedown afterwards. With Blanco having a bad fight IQ, I really don't see this one. If it gets out of the first round, I don't see Blanco really pulling it off. Perhaps an under might be a good play. Scully in the distance, plus 154 by sub, a plus 160. You might as well just take the in the distance. By TKO, it's plus like 7 something, but I don't really think it's going to happen. But these are just my thoughts, and I wanted to get them out to you guys before the fight night. So, hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out sprawlandcall.com. I'm your host, C. Rich. Always have fun and don't blow your bankrolls, fellas.